the idea was, if I get a call tomorrow that I lost her, what am I going to regret? And that's what guided me forward. And, but I ended up, I was like, can I get you and us have dinner? And I did. We went out to dinner with her in active addiction.
Was
Never
she
done
blown
that
away?
before. Yeah, she was shocked. I think that started her seeing that me change for the better and not bringing up. I had to learn how to make small talk with my daughter again. I was literally on like Pinterest. Small talk conversations, because you get so
Of
consumed
course.
with your addiction
Of course.
that you forget to look at it's your child. It's the person you love
Mm-hmm.
that you forget who they are.
Yep.
And
Yep.
that has to be painful for them. And so I was like, I don't even know how to talk to her anymore. And so I was really nervous, and I had dinner with her, and it went really well. And and she continued to use, but she started calling me. And my daughter never stole from me. Like, she didn't. She was just not one of those people I'm talking about with your situation. Like, if you're in active use, unless you could pass a drug test, you could not come to the house. And so here we are, 4 years. I never had a holiday with my daughter, really. And I looked, and I was like, when I came up with, I was like, I'm just going to do what I can live with. It's like, the idea was, if I get a call tomorrow that I lost her, what am I going to regret? And that's what guided me forward, is what can I live with?
Yeah.
And so I realized, I was like, I'm going to regret missing out on memories. I'm going to regret that I didn't allow her son to see her in active use. And he missed out. But if she dies, my grandson will have no memories hardly of his mom.
Yeah.
And I'm like, as long as they're safe, I'm going to try this and see what works for us, Mom.
Yep.
Let's see what she's thinking. And we were all scared. My husband was nervous about it. And I was like, is she going to show? And because I was worried, we didn't tell her son. Because he was 4, I think. We're not going to tell him, because if she doesn't show, he'll be devastated.
Yeah, of course.
And so she did. She showed up, and she's crying. She's crying in active use, telling me she's scared I wasn't going to show. And that just broke my heart, because she couldn't believe that I had invited her to Thanksgiving. And when you think of it as from any other standpoint, mental illness, anything, when do we treat these people like that? And no, safety is always a priority. If somebody is abusive, violent, no, you have to have strict boundaries. But otherwise, I think a big piece that's missing is reminding them of who they were and that they're really loved. And I had also, like, family pictures. I hadn't had family pictures in years. I finally got them without her. And that was so hard, because she wouldn't stay sober long enough to get them. We celebrate our Thanksgiving like a few days before, because I work at a hospital. So I had to work Thanksgiving. I hired a photographer. She was great. In active use. Like, I never would have done that before. We had the family pictures done. It was the easiest family pictures we've ever done. And there was just no pressure. I was there in that moment with my family whole, with a daughter who's just struggling and broken. And I saw her. I really saw her for who she was. Not an addict, but my daughter, who was hurting like I had hurt. My coping, though, is just different. It's unhealthy. I'm a workaholic. It's not healthy either. And I ended up taking her. I made her like a little care package of baby wipes, socks, underwear, snacks. And I made her a little plate, and I drove her back out to the woods where she was living and dropped her off. And she thanked me. And I mean, she was high when she came. I just said, don't bring drugs to my house. That was my only rule. I knew she would need to use something to be able probably to get through. It was the best holiday I think we've had as a family. And when I made this shift, it was not to get her sober. I had just kind of decided she's going to die from this, and I'm I want to have time with her. She came home 2 weeks later, and she's been sober a year and a half.